Hi, I'm Grandpa. This is
Anastasia.
And this is another episode of
Silver Snakes.
And what are we going to talk about today?
So basically today we're going to talk about the basics of handling a snake.
Okay. And who have we got here to help us?
I got Squeezy and Sunny.
And this one's Sunny.
Yeah, they're going to be our demonstrators for today.
Okay.
Right.
So I think the first thing we want to talk about is snake bites.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been bitten by a snake?
Yes.
How'd it feel?
Well, because that was my first snake bite. Fun fact, it was from, Storm.
Yeah. How'd it feel?
It was my first time being bitten, so I felt really scared. And I was back away and really scared. I didn't know what to do in that incident, but once you feel it for a few moments, you realize that it doesn't actually hurt. It's just the
shock.
Yeah, the shock that goes through your body, the adrenaline.
Okay, so there's two types of snake bite you can get. One is a defensive strike when the snake's nervous and is sort of warning you off, and that's what you got from Storm.
Yes, it's stay back. I don't want you to be near me.
Yeah.
Get back.
And it's a bit like this. It's bang. It's a hit, and sometimes the teeth are out, sometimes they're not.
Yeah, it's just to say, even if you don't get bit, it's saying get back.
That's right. And the other type is a food strike. Yep. Who's been bitten on a food strike?
Well, from my opinion, the worst was from Spirit.
Spirit? Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. Because you were holding the mouse. So basically, you were holding the mouse. Pretend this is Spirit here. We're holding the mouse right in front of her. Instead of the mouse, she went and bit this guy.
Yep.
But fun fact: last night we fed Thunder. You know the story?
Thunder, and she got into food mode, and snakes get into food mode. And she struck at the towel that was in the enclosure, and she ended up trying to eat the towel.
But we got her off with some
We got her
water.
off, that was okay.
Yeah.
We gave her a bit of a spray of water. The other thing about a food strike is that the snake will hold on and it will wrap around you like you're a prey item. So my worst food strike was Storm, because I was feeding him. I'd been feeding him in the cage, and I put my hand in there, and he just thought anything warm coming into his cage was food. And he hit me, grabbed onto me, wrapped around me, a bit like Squeezy's wrapped around you now. Put her in the sun so people can see, yeah. Down here. Yep. That was food strike. Okay, next thing. I think the most important thing when you're handling your snake is to be calm.
Yes.
Be slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And support the body. So you can see that I'm supporting Sunny's body here, and I'm basically, what does Grandpa say? Be the tree.
Yeah.
Be the tree.
Basically, when you're holding a snake, you just need to hold the body. But if it just had a feed, definitely hold where the rats or mice.
We try not to handle them too much after the feed.
But if you have to, you can't get them back into an enclosure, try your best to hold the rats. But if it's just regular, hold where the body is and let them curl around you. Yeah,
and just support the body, let them explore, and you can feed them over your hands. These guys are so chill. Yeah, they're both. This is the Stimson's python. That's a children's python, and they're so chill. There's no challenge in handling these guys. Squeezy's got the sweetest temperament ever. Sunny was a bit nippy when she was a baby, and she fit in my hand, but now she's really cool. And you can see they're just exploring, so you let them explore you. They feel safer when they're wrapped around you a bit. One thing you've got to be careful of: what's the most sensitive part of the snake?
Well, the tail, and especially if it's a baby, because it's very delicate, and it could just go wee. In the wild, if a bird comes down, tries to pick her up by the tail, and it just wee, just goes. Yeah,
it's very, very delicate. It's a prehensile tail, so it moves with muscles and bone, and it's below the cloaca, so there's the cloaca there on Sunny. But you always just got to be really careful of them. Snakes are delicate animals. Okay, so a couple of utensils we use with snakes. Snake hook. Okay, so we use that to maybe get under her, support her, lift her up, and then you can grab them from the back. Yeah, easy as that. We don't need that with Squeezy or Sunny, but sometimes we use it with the jungle pythons.
If they're like in
Yep.
if they're in a food mode or something, yeah.
Or just being careful.
Yeah.
The other thing we have, this is our
Well,
handling stick. So when we were training Spirit, who was our first jungle carpet python, we used to put Spirit on the handling stick. Or I used to put Spirit on the handling stick. Wonder if Sonny will do it.
Come on, Sonny.
Yep. And then give it to Anastasia, and Anastasia would just hold the stick like that. And so Spirit would just crawl along the stick and explore Anastasia's hands, and that was how they started to get used to each other. Okay, so that's just a little invention of ours, but it's been quite helpful.
Yeah, and also we use that with Storm.
Yeah. So you're going to show people how you got Squeezy out of the cage, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now the other thing is, snake's wrapped around the stick. Don't worry about it. Yep. Don't try and rip her off it. Yep. What we do sometimes, just give her a little push or tickle her. Yeah. And often they'll tickle off a branch. Yeah. But you just got to take your time. Yeah. But she'll come off in her own good time. There is nothing that you hurry about when you're handling a snake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, in this video, we'll be showing how to handle a big snake.
Yep.
If you're getting it out, or just handling in general if you've never handled a snake. And also handling a little snake and how to get it out. Because
Scruffy the Ruffy.
yeah, we have our newest member to the family, a little Roscoe Python called Scruffy.
Scruffy, that's excellent. All right, so we're going to put these guys back and then get some other snakes out for you. Okay? See you soon.
Bye.
Hey Anastasia, we're going to get Squeezy out.
Yes, we are.
Okay, what sort of python is Squeezy?
She's a children's T+.
Okay, she's very gentle.
Yeah, really gentle.
Is there anything we have to be careful of when getting her out?
Well, from what I have done before, is that you have to be careful of her body.
Yeah.
Because if she crawls onto something, let's just say this branch,
yep.
so tree.
But she's quite a gentle snake, so she's easy to get out, isn't she?
Yeah.
And I can see that she's just getting her head around the stump now, so you're going to move that around first, aren't you?
Yes.
So show us how it's done, kid. There you're out. Good girl. Well, good body. Nicely supported. Not wrapped around anything. Yeah. Show us what you got. And that's how you get Squeezy out.
Now we have Scruffy the Ruffy, which we were talking about in our intro.
Okay. Can you see her?
No, not yet.
Well, this is a little trick we learnt from the lady who sold her to us. It's that if you curl it up in a ball and hold it in your hand, she'll stay that way when you open it up because she feels nice and secure.
There she is.
Scruffy the Ruffy. She's a baby rough-skull python. She was born in December on Boxing Day. And now she's moving. Right. Okay, so hatchlings are very delicate.
And like we said in the intro, that tail.
Yes.
That is the most delicate.
Tail? So delicate, right? So you got to be really gentle with them. And they're quick and fast.
And escape experts.
Right. Now, Scruffy has not struck at me once, okay? But she is pretty nervous. So you see I'm just letting her run through my hands. Yeah. And keeping her in the same spot. Okay, so that's one of the techniques. Always supporting the front third of the body. Okay. She's an absolutely beautiful little snake. I'll put her on the ground here. She's wrapped around my thumb for security. And then we come in underneath it. And look. Look, one of the tips with a snake is if you come in from underneath, it's always much more successful than coming in from the top. Why is that?
Because basically, if they come from the top, they'll think you're an eagle or maybe a dingo.
Or a predator.
Yeah, a predator that comes into the wild and tries to eat them. And then they'll go, hey, step back. As we said, the defensive strike will start to take hold.
That's right.
First, curl into an S shape and lean back. 2, just launch.
Yeah, that's right. Now, you know, it's like she's moving quite actively. The more you handle them, the more they'll calm down. But you notice that I'm not grabbing her at all. I'm just letting her flow through me. Did you notice that, Stage?
Yeah.
Okay, so the snake feels a lot safer if you're just providing support rather than grabbing it. Yeah. Look at you. You're such a beautiful snake. Big buff head, bulging eyes, biggest teeth in proportion to body size of any snake,
But
any python.
yeah, but right now it's like just tiny. Like you can't believe that it grows to be big from that size.
So she'll get up to about 4 or 5 feet long, and yeah, maybe that thick.
Yeah,
But
around that.
and they've got rough scales. Beautiful snakes.
Do you want to tell them when they were first
Discovered? Well, we'll do a special episode on rough scale pythons a little bit later. Okay. All right. So. Okay. So what do you want me to do?
So we're going to take Thunder out of her enclosure, and
What's Thunder?
Well, Thunder is an Juvenile Jungle Carpet Python.
That's right. Yeah.
And the Xanthic just basically means black and white.
Yep. So she's a little bit snappy. Now, one of the things we've got is we've got removable furniture. Okay.
Well,
to make it a bit easier getting stuff out. Yep. So I'm not putting my hand anywhere near her at the moment because that's her territory. Hey, but I let her know I'm here by I give her a touch with the snake hook. Right?
Yeah, she doesn't
you
look
see
that.
us poking your head through there?
Yeah, she doesn't look quite happy today.
Not overly happy. Alright, so I'm just going to hook underneath her. Get it coming out a bit. Oh, alright, so first thing I'm going to do, Thunder, is take your shelf off. I built the shelf this way.
That's why it's good, because if it's well built harsh in, you know what will happen.
Alright, so I've got the hook. Here she comes. I've got the body supported now. There she is. So she's curled around the end of the hook. Got her. Okay, she's nice and warm. She'll settle down. I'll get the hook off her in a second. There we go. Alright, okay. Now we've got Thunder here. You can see she's already started to chill out. So I'm supporting the main part of her body here and just letting her head move around, do her thing. The more you move, the more they move. So I try to be really calm with the snakes and move as little as possible, and just be predictable for them. So coming under her, she's okay. You can see she gets that S shape on her neck sometimes. She's a pretty good snake. She's hit me a couple of times. Every time's my fault. Yep. Anastasia wants to come and sit next to me.
Okay, have fun.
Yep. So we're training Thunder, just settling her down, aren't we, darling?
Yeah.
She's a pretty good snake, isn't she?
Yeah, so always go from underneath, not from the top. Either way.
And you can see she's pretty chill. So she's quite an active snake in terms of she's always exploring and checking stuff out. Yeah, but she can be, there you go.
Really calm.
Pretty calm. Yep. Trying not to make your hand look like a mouse or anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if you do you go, hi, or if it's maybe put your pinky out or something, then they'll think, oh, that's warm and it's like a mouse.
So sometimes when they get bigger, you can put them around your neck, and that makes it easy for them as well.
Yeah, it's like, it feels like for them that you're a treat. So they can't see like we do, they can just see heat signatures.
That's right. So you just got to be calm. Now, if you do get bitten, what does Grandpa say? Whose fault is it?
It's always your fault, never the snake's fault.
That's right. And what does that mean that you do? It means that you learn about what you did to make the snake feel like it needed to bite you.
Yeah, so sometimes, in most cases, going over the head or going in really quickly, just get her up really hard.
Or invading their territory.
Yeah, and then they'll just go, hey, what are you doing?
That's it.
Snap.
But also you got to learn about each snake. Each snake has its own personality, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so are we going to show them Spirit and Storm, the two biggest snakes?
Yep.
Okay, so thanks for seeing Thunder. Thunder's pretty chill. We're going to put her back and then go and get the big ones.
Okay.
Okay, this is Spirit in her forever home. It's a nice bioactive jungle enclosure, and she loves hanging out up in the nest up there, and there she is. And I'll just get Anastasia to take over filming while I get her out. Okay, let's get her out. Hey Spirit, so I like to announce my presence to the snake. So just a bit of a call. The hearing's not that good. Hey Spirit, Spirit. Her body's in here. There she is.
We're not using the hook right now because she's a very gentle snake, our first snake, and she doesn't need it.
She's used to us, yeah. Okay, so she's in the bag. I can do two things. I can reach in and get her, or I can lift the whole bag out. But you know, reach in and get her. I'm not going to cuddle around anything, and there she is. Woo. Hello, Spirit. So pause that, and then we'll go outside. Guess what?
What?
You're handling Spirit. Come around here.
Okay.
Can you take her, please? Okay. You got her supporting her.
She's being a bit of a pain.
No, come back up here.
Okay.
Get it around your neck. There you go. Beautiful snake.
She's a bit buttery yellow on her belly, but
Yep.
she's quite nice.
She's pretty good. And she's a jungle carpet python, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Okay, now, what sort of snake is Spirit?
She's a jungle carpet python.
Jungle carpet python.
Yes.
Okay, now they've got a bad reputation, haven't they?
Yeah. That's what's meant to be. That's what people say, but we just said, let's go for it.
And look,
How is this hard? Like, how is this? Snappy.
Yeah, she's beautiful, isn't she?
Yeah, like we got her. She was a bit snappy at first, like quite a bit, but just after a few years, she realized that we're not a threat. She stopped.
Yeah, we did a lot of handling to help her out. So show us her head.
Oh, come on, first. I guess that's about.
There it is. Yeah. And she's just a delight, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a. We can't believe that she was like grew to be this.
Yeah. Okay. So this is our video on handling.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty simple. Be calm. Yeah. Treat
Yeah.
the snake with respect.
The main things like 1, be calm so then the snake doesn't get aggressive. 2, know that bites have a reason and mostly if it's not food, it's your fault.
Yep.
And 3, just don't hurt them.
Don't hurt them. Yep. They're living things and they're lovely animals. And they're a great pleasure to own, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Would you like to say, like my video?
Yes, like our videos, comment if you can, and subscribe.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.